The Farmer and His Sons. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and fertile fields, there lived an old farmer named Ibrahim. He had spent his entire life tilling the land, planting seeds, and reaping harvests under the blazing sun and pouring rain. His hands were rough with calluses, his back bent from years of hard labor, yet his heart was full of love for his family. Ibrahim had 3 sons, Amir, Hamza, and Rafiq. They were strong and healthy young men, yet unlike their father, they lacked unity. Each son was proud of his own strength and believed he could live independently without the help of his brothers. Often, petty quarrels broke out between them over trivial matters. Who would take the oxen to the fields, who should fetch water from the well, or who worked harder in the family's wheat farm. Ibrahim, though patient, worried deeply. He knew that after his death, the land would only remain fruitful if his sons worked together. Division, he feared, would bring ruin not only to their inheritance but also to their bond as brothers. One summer evening, as the sun painted the horizon with strokes of gold and crimson, Ibrahim called his sons to sit with him under the great banyan tree near their farmhouse. His voice was calm, but the weight of wisdom filled his words. "My dear sons," he began, "I am old now, and soon my body will return to the soil that has nourished us. But before I go, I wish to teach you one final lesson that will guide you when I am gone." The sons listened in silence, their father's frail voice commanding their attention. Ibrahim then asked Amir to bring a bundle of sticks tied together with rope. When Amir returned, Ibrahim placed the bundle before his sons. "Now," said the father, "each of you in turn try to break this bundle." The eldest son, Amir, lifted the bundle and strained with all his strength. The sticks bent slightly but would not break. Hamza tried next, pressing the bundle against his knee with force, but it remained unbroken. Finally, Rafiq attempted, his young arms trembling as he tried to snap it, yet the bundle stayed intact. Their father smiled gently and said, "You see, my sons, when these sticks are bound together, none of you can break them." He then untied the rope and handed each son a single stick. "Now try again." This time, each son easily snapped the stick in half with a small effort. The father's eyes gleamed with wisdom as he explained, "Alone you are weak, just like a single stick. Together you are strong like the bundle. If you continue to quarrel and live apart, you will be broken easily by hardship, just as these single sticks were broken. But if you stay united, no force can defeat you, and your fields, your wealth, and your lives will flourish." The words sank deeply into the hearts of the brothers. They exchanged guilty glances, realizing how foolish their constant bickering had been. For the first time in a long while, they felt the bond of brotherhood stirring within them. From that day forward, the sons worked together. Amir, being the eldest, took responsibility for guiding their decisions. Hamza, who was skilled with tools, managed the plowing and repairs. Rafiq, the youngest, brought energy and enthusiasm to every task, ensuring no work was left unfinished. Together they sowed seeds, harvested crops, and tended to the animals. Their farm began to flourish like never before. Neighbors admired their unity, and traders from nearby towns sought their produce, for it was abundant and of the best quality. As years passed, the sons built new houses, expanded their farmland, and grew prosperous. Yet they never forgot the lesson their father had taught them under the banyan tree. Whenever a dispute arose, and disputes are natural in every family, they reminded each other of the bundle of sticks. Old Ibrahim, seeing his sons living in harmony, felt peace in his heart. One winter morning, as the first light of dawn touched the fields, the farmer passed away quietly in his sleep, a faint smile on his face. His sons mourned him deeply, but they also carried his wisdom with them. Generations later, the story of Ibrahim and the bundle of sticks was still told in the village. It became a lesson for other families, teaching them that strength lies not in wealth or power, but in unity. For just as fields grow barren when left untended, so do families weaken when divided. But when love and cooperation bind hearts together, they become unbreakable, just like the farmer's bundle of sticks. Sparkle's moral of the story: unity is strength. A family that stands together can withstand any hardship, while division only brings weakness and ruin.